Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and to the world of magic and miracles and more. It's always an honor to be here. I can feel each and every one of you that I am connected to. For those of you that are watching that I haven't met, I know you. There's a new flow now here. It brings in a softness. It's beckoning us to relax in the new current. There's no resistance. There's almost not much to say, even though I always have plenty of words. But this new flow is much higher. It's above all the turmoil, all the thinking that something needs to be fixed, that something's wrong. We live and exist in a vast universe and a vast creation with many forces influencing life. And it's easy to join the conflict. But this flow is riding above it all. It's taking the feeling of control, the feeling of fear, the feeling of I have to do, and it's saying, sit with me. I'm above everything. Feel my intelligence. Feel the power of my current. And it eliminates all attachment to those things that pull us into the conflict and allow us to bring balance from this flow to everything that we are led to bring into balance. And then the higher vibration is saying, I'm lifting you higher, higher than you've ever been before. This new vibration is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. This vibration is lifting me, keeps on lifting me higher, higher and higher. This vibration keeps lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. And you go beyond everything. If only just for a moment, you can feel it. You go beyond everything. And you sit at the right hand of your Creator, beyond all the forces that influence the physical world and any other world. We're all growing, speaking from places of higher wisdom, higher authority. The power of the great forgetting and the power of the great remembering. The new is coming just as the old is leaving. It is a dance as old as time itself, 2 steps forward and 1 step back, do-si-do, and around we go. Time continues to march on, and it is amazing how incredibly fast everyone is changing. We have all come to do something, to bring something that only we can bring. And we have all been moving closer and closer to consciously knowing what that is. Through our interactions, through our receiving messages via our infinite channels, and through the delivery of energies that coincide with a timing that has been set aside for you to know. Although together with others, each of us are alone on our unique journey, unless we meet that someone who is directly a part of our being and is on and has been on a very similar path and trajectory as us. In effect, they are simply us in another body. But in this realm and dimension, be it in this realm or this dimension or another, and we have always been able to feel them. And it is only a matter of time before they will enter your physical field if they haven't already. We live this life of contradiction, a divine being of spirit, an eternal being of infinite wisdom, power, and love, a being who is boundless, limitless, omnipotent, and omnipresent. And yet, in these physical forms and in this physical dimension, we have no remembrance of knowing of the all that we are capable of doing. And so we suffer under the illusionary presence of boundaries and limitations. I can feel the frustration of each human being having stepped into a moment of knowing that they are infinite, divine, and eternal, either through a conversation or delivery of a message like this one, or simply from walking alone in nature or daydreaming. And then less than a second after the delivery, they forget who they are. This physical life has embedded into it the power of the great forgetting. And this can happen many times throughout your day. It is the exact same process that happens when you enter the earth plane as a newborn baby, except then the forgetting may only happen at most once a day. But each day as you get older, it begins to happen more and more often. But when you decide that you've had enough of forgetting and decide to remember, it all works in the opposite direction. You start to head back to that newborn state of connection with who you really are. And each day you spend a little more time remembering and a little less time forgetting. For the power of the great forgetting must let go of you when you have decided that you want to stay awake. This is because you are no longer looking to experience the game of experiences from the place of forgetting of who you actually are. It just takes a moment for the switch to flip, and you are above everything, and you are everywhere. You've already felt that. So you know what I'm talking about. The thing that must change to allow you to stay in this awareness is the decreasing of your desire to be a one-dimensional human being who is overwhelmed by the game of life and by the survival reaction that it produces. Once you say, I'm done with that, the power of the great forgetting will have to leave. It seems almost impossible to step away from the game and have infinite trust in the infinite intelligence of the universe and your creator. The demands of being a human are so intense, seemingly requiring all your attention. That hamster wheel is vicious. You feel like once you've gotten on it, you can't get off, and you don't dare slow down, or the other hamsters will run you over and trample you into the ground. We get in the wheel for the most part around 19 or 20 when life starts getting serious, and we start running until we come to that place of saying, that's enough. What happened to me? I used to be so lighthearted and mischievous when I was a kid. Now you are awakening. Now you are remembering. Now you are taking the first steps to getting off the wheel and dissolving the power of the great forgetting. But through all the years on the wheel, we've generated so much clutter, amassed so many responsibilities and obligations because of the choices we've made to survive being on the wheel, that it seems almost impossible to leave. It's like we've been a part of the mafia and we want out, but they've got too much on us, too much invested in us to let us just walk away. Not to mention that there has always been a part of being on the wheel that we have enjoyed, even craved. But it's just a game, just an illusion, but at the same time, it is real, for it is what you have created. So whatever happens when you step off that wheel will happen, but you will be free, and you will be on your way to the true you as the power of the great remembering will come flooding in, and the power of the great forgetting will bow its head to your true presence and power. So many, many times a day, we remember, then we forget. We step into our true knowing, and then we step out of it. And we feel the contradiction that exists within what we know and what we have in an instance forgot. People have said that it is but a single giant forgetting upon our incarnation on earth. But I say that it is a million small forgettings in this third dimensional world of matter. But it is all reversing for those that have had enough. And it won't be one giant remembering, but a million small remembrances that will take you back to the omnipotent and omnipresent you. So we are simply reversing the program as the flow is being redirected to support your return to yourself and your power over the power of the great forgetting. Your greatest assistance on this path of reversing what was thought to be unreversible is laughter, lightheartedness, and mischief. There are no greater beings than these three characters, for they shift the energies at light speed, and no other characters even come close. So we are walking backwards while at the same time running forwards, and we will watch ourselves go past ourselves in the reverse direction, laughing all the way back home. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had magic, and this little piggy thought he had none. And this little piggy that remembered laughed, wee, 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 all the way back home. Once again, I have come into this world to deliver messages from outside of it. to present with great love and clarity the path to another way. There is no force in love. There can be no force in our sharing, no pressure to convince or change one's mind. It is a simple sharing without expectation. That's what love does. It gives you a choice without condemnation and allows you to forge your own path. If there is force in any way, it becomes control, an infringement on your sovereignty. There is no force in love, no force in kindness, no force in magic and miracles, and no force is ever placed upon you from your Creator. So may I please have the honor and great pleasure to tell you without force who you are. You are beyond incredible, infinitely indescribable, trillions of inputs and outputs, all working to maintain balance and harmony. You are never ending and never beginning. Please know that things are never as bad as they seem, and things are always more amazing than you may ever know. So relax and feel the vibration of love and unending support that is always there for each one of us, and enjoy your life. You are passing through this life like a great comet, and there are no words to describe your brilliance. I have no agenda except to show you that there is another way. When you are ready to consider that other way, clarity will appear to you in a flash of light that brings everything I have shared and more into your awareness. Simplicity will follow right behind, giving you the awareness and feeling of how simple it all is. And then that smile will make its way to your face, and your heart will be filled with a feeling of mischief and indescribable joy as you begin to see who you truly are and who you have always truly been. And as you go skipping down the next moment of your life, you will, like me, begin sharing and demonstrating the newness and freedom in your life without expectation for anyone to receive it. For it will be your gift to give, and it is in the giving without expectations that all receive. And in that moment, a glow will appear upon your face, for you will have overcome something that was a part of the old you. And when that glow permanently appears on your face, you will have overcome the world and its hold on you. And as you celebrate this new you and new awareness of everything you've ever known, you will begin to have a small inkling of the amazing and indescribable mystery of this life. Cheers to you, my friend. You are simply amazing. Welcome to the world of the power of the great remembering and the end of the power of the great forgetting. Every moment you disappear into who you really are is who you really are. And when you come back, it tries to wipe clean that memory of who you are. But we have just surpassed that. No more flashy thing for Men in Black to erase your memory. You are truly amazing. As around the sun, the earth knows she's revolving, and the rosebuds know to bloom in early May. Just as hate knows love's the cure, you can rest your mind ashore that I'll be loving you always. as now can't reveal the mystery of tomorrow, but in passing we'll grow older every day. Just as all is born is new, do know what I say is true, that I'll be loving you always. Until the rainbow burns the stars out in the sky, until the ocean covers every mountain high, until the dolphin flies and parrots live at sea, until we dream of life and life becomes a dream. Did you know that true love asks for nothing? Her acceptance is the way we pay. Did you know that life has given love a guarantee to last through forever and another day? Just as time knew to move on since the beginning, and the seasons know exactly when to change, just as kindness knows no shame, know through all your joy and pain, that I'll be loving you always. As today I know I'm living, but tomorrow could make me the past, but that I mustn't fear. For I know deep in my mind the love of me I left behind, 'cause I'll be loving you always. Until the day is night and night becomes the day, until the trees and seas just up and fly away, until the day that 8 times 8 is 4, until the day that are no more, until the day that earth starts turning right to left, until the earth just for the sun denies itself, until dear Mother Nature says her work is through, and until the day that you are me and I am you. Always. What a grand day. What a magnificent day. All that's left is to send to you what's always been yours, a perfect life with perfect health and a magic future. Thank you, everyone. I am David.